you know how to get the installers, and then I will show you the demo how to do the complete installation. So initially we will do a installation with one admin server and one managed server, and then we will expand it to a cluster. Okay, that is how we will go. So we will configure here Oracle Access Manager with data sources. Like in your case, you have been using OUD, so I would like to integrate with OUD. I have got OUD already on my machine. Here it is actually in my middleware directory, OUD setup. So I have got one OUD instance here, rather two here at the moment, and would be, so you would be able to see how to integrate. Rather, I have it already integrated with this one. So here I have multiple identity stores. So at the time I am using OID. Previously I was using OUD. So it's according to my candidate needs. So I keep switching over. Anyways, so we would do that, and we would be installing the agents actually. So there is a typical layout which I typically follow in my trainings. So it's more like so this is the layout which we follow. So you can see that we would be creating a OAM domain initially with one admin server and one managed server. So later on we will expand it to a cluster. And here you can see that, well, we have a custom login page deployed. So we would be switching to a custom login page. And then you can see that we would be deploying some applications, either on the HTTP server or on the WebLogic server.
Okay.
And then we are going to secure these applications. So we would be configuring a web gate with the HTTP server, and you will have the complete policy configuration in terms of authentication policies, authorization policies, all that stuff. Okay, so you would see that how to register an agent with OAM server. Okay, and then you will see also the installation of the unified directory and how it is configured as an identity store for OAM. And you would see that a domain Oracle Directory Services Manager, which can be used to administer this directory. And we would be also working with the BI publisher, which can be used to generate reports actually. Fine. So BI publisher is a reporting tool. So typically we need to generate some audit reports. So who logged in, how long the access went, lot of audit.
This part I didn't explore yet. The BI domain I didn't explore yet. This functionality I didn't know that it exists.
Yeah. So we yeah. So that's it. So we would be dealing with these policy objects, and you see that how to work with that, and you would also be looking at the credential collectors. So here in this course we talk about configuring a DCC, a detached credential collector, where we would be using multiple agents. So typically here I have got multiple web gates. So one web gate can be configured as an interceptor, and another web gate can be configured as a credential collector. So there is a configuration called as DCC, which often we see in production environments. So we will be discussing about that. Oracle Access Manager with WebLogic applications. So typically WebLogic applications may have their own security. So how you are going to disable that security and use OAM for that. The audit and logging feature, so you will learn how to troubleshoot, how to test. So you have created some policies. So you want to run some test cases, okay?
Okay.
And then securing communication between WebGate and OAM server. So how to configure certificates between the agent and the OAM server, okay?
Okay.
So that is the important topics, most important topics, and it will also include clustering. So that is we talk about. Now, apart from that, what we also cover is social identity.
Yes.
I would, yeah, would be typically integrating with Google or Facebook. So you can see that clustering OAM. We also talk about federation. So if you have another domain where you typically use Oracle Access Manager or maybe some other product, um, for single sign-on. So if you want to have a SSO solution across multiple domains or across partner applications. So your organization has a partnership with some other organization and you want a single sign-on across your partner application. So how to configure that? That we talk using federation, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, and we also talk about like plugins. So sometimes uh, the authentications schemes which are available within OAM is not enough. So we need some customized way of authentication or multi-step authentication. So for that, developers develop some plugins, and administrators typically need to install and configure those plugins. So we would be talking about that. So I just want to know that you are mostly into administration or what?
I am more interested in administration and customization of plugins, for example, because I'm a developer, okay? And I have
Okay.
customized some plugin to use, for example, reCAPTCHA. Here, I implemented the solution that we use validation of Google reCAPTCHA inside the plugin, okay? And
Okay.
when the people send some request for the OEM authentication, I use direct, in this case, I use unsolicited post, okay? When
Okay.
people send the user and password, I need the extra information is a Google Response reCAPTCHA, okay? And I validate it before the target the OED to
Hmm.
authenticate, okay? If it's fail,
Okay.
I return an error authentication fail before the target or OED, okay?
Okay. Got that. Fine. Okay. So yeah, so that is our offering, and if in case any customization, a bit customization, we can also do this course where,
Okay. But
yeah, and
for me, it's important to know how to administrate the exact way to configure policies and authorization. And I need a review, okay? Because everything I know about OEM, I found some topics on Google and Oracle documentations, and but I had difficulty to understand the Oracle documentation because it's very generic, okay? And every implementations I did with success, I found some engine tutorials, okay, and things like that. Now, in Oracle documentation is very poor for me, and that's my opinion, okay. And I need to get information about how to administrate and some things about the installation and how the things how the
the
things
flow, the flow, how the flow.
yes, yes, the Zach flow and between
Yeah,
the tools,
I
okay?
understand. Yeah. So that is what trainings are for. So here we would be dealing with the complete flow, how it goes. So we will be discussing each step. So how the interceptor acts, how it
Yeah,
is going to accept your request, how it is going to actually have cookies stored in your browser, which is used for single sign-on purpose. How can you track your cookies? The complete flow actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nowadays,
So
we explore the OEM to log in our website, e-commerce, okay? And I use it to like our authorization server for the mobile app, okay?
mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
So we would be discussing actually in all more details, like where are the firewalls, a user sending a request which is intercepted by an agent,
okay,
and then it connects to the OAM server and looks into the policy store to find out is the request, the URL request,
uh-huh,
uh, yeah, the URL request is like a public URL, like it should
okay,
be given, with the proper response, or there is some authentication required, or in simple words, if the requested URL is a protected one or unprotected one. Okay,
okay,
so yeah, so we have got the policy store for that, and OAM server will be looking into that policy store to find out the information,
okay,
and then the user will be asked to fill the credentials if the page is uh, a protected one, and his credentials are matched against the user store. Okay, so this is at a
okay,
very high level, and when you come to the training, you see each step. We would be dealing with some browser plugins, so you can see that what goes in your request, what you get into response, if there is any troubleshooting need, how you are going to troubleshoot that. Fine.
right,
Yeah. Yeah. So all those. So this is a very detailed training, and it's very interesting because typically I deal like about an hour every day. It's a 30 hours training, and it's worth. So
how,
because
20 hours,
I said 30 hours, 30 hours,
30, 30, okay, okay,
30 hours, yeah. So we would be meeting like for 30 days, an hour every day. And so that those 30 hours I am lecturing, or I am giving demonstrations. I've got a very well planned lab practices. So typically, I would be demonstrating every day, and then I will help you to set up your own environment on your own machine. Fine.
okay,
So every day you can have your practice, and this training has a more value because it's not a 3 days or a 5 days training, which just starts and ends up. Getting it?
okay, okay,
Yeah. So you learn every day an important topic, and then you have a lot of time, I should say, to practice on your own. And next day you come with your interesting questions and some doubts or problems. Okay. So we look
okay,
into that and just we move on. So that makes it really interesting, and people enjoy. And feel free, like in case. So typically we would be doing it like 5 days in a week. If you have time, you want to do it on a weekend also,
okay,
on a day, it's also fine for me. Some cases you want like off for a day or two. Maybe you are much occupied with the work or something. So it's fine, no issues. You can take a day or two off, and then we just continue. So like that. So typically it's a 30 days training, and it runs like 45 days because some days are weekends. Some days you might be needing a leave. Someday maybe I need a day leave. So it's like that. And so each day we achieve something actually.
okay.
Um, yeah, and that's how it goes. Anyways, yeah. So just let me know. Yeah, any further questions you have? Yeah.
About the training, when you create a meeting, it's for one student or you will have students around the world, the same meeting?
It's for the individual candidates. or maybe somebody in your own team. So if you are a group of two
Okay.
together, then. So it's not like that, somebody from Brazil or somebody from USA or somebody from Europe. It's not like that.
Okay.
Usually,
What
what?
about the hour we can schedule? It's the same hour every day, or we can combine. We can make a deal
You
for.
we can work out. Yeah, let me tell you, my business hours when I can't take trainings. So, let's open a web browser because we are in different time zones. So, um, I am based out of India. Uh, so here, I am occupied from my 6 a.m. IST. And Brazil time is called as what? BST or what? Hello?
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. How much is
BRT,
that? Huh?
BRT, BRT,
BRT. Okay, BRT.
Brazil.
Brazilian.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Brazilian time. Okay, so from your 9:30 p.m. to um, let's say I am occupied till 3:30 p.m. Uh, IST to BRT, Brazil time. So that will be 7 a.m. So from 9:30 to 7, I can't take a class. That is where I'm occupied.
And the time is
Uh,
a
uh,
good difference.
yeah.
Uh,
So outside that, it's possible. So typically, if you want to have a class at your, is it possible you can take a class in your morning time?
yes, and morning is interesting for me.
Okay. So morning, if you take at, let me say, your 8 uh, 8 a.m. BRT to IST, and okay,
It's good for me.
yeah. So yeah, 8 a.m. we can do. Yeah. So it would be like 4:30 for me, my evening time, and I am done by from my work. So usually I work like my 6 a.m. to my 3 p.m. In the afternoon, and typically I am free after 3, so I can have my lunch and all that stuff, and I can start. So what do you feel? This would be a good time?
Yes, 8 a.m. is a good time for me.
Yeah, yeah. So 8 a.m. is a good time for you. It also works for me. Okay, so that's it then. Well, so when are you willing to start? Like immediately in a day or two or what?
I need to talk with my manager because the company are interested in this training for two people, but I am negotiating the price for two. Okay,
Okay.
I have a conversation about the price, but for only one. But the really I need to I would like to two persons, okay, for this because we are sharing the knowledge. Okay, it's very
Mhm.
interesting for us. In case me, that I'm a systems analyst and Java developer, okay, and another
Okay.
guy we for the security information for us, for him is very important too, okay. But I need to, in case we make a deal in the next days, uh, I would like to start a site, okay.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So it's good. Yeah. So let me know in case you have any other questions or anything I could address.
No, for me it's clear. As we have talked about, I am a little bit. I use it OAM for a long time already. Okay, and I know the most of topics you told here. I know about a little bit about, okay, and
Mhm.
I believe that it will be great for me,
Uh,
okay.
I understand, yeah, that means you are aware of some of the topics, but your requirement is to understand end to end,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
a
Yes,
proper
end to end
flow.
and in details, about details, because everything we implemented here, I was researching about on the Google and made the implementation, but we have some issues that I am not secure about. For example, I'm not sure about, okay, to say, it's okay this way, it's right this way. Okay, I need to confirm that kind of,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. So you can discuss all your production issues or all that with me. Okay. So even
Yes.
sometimes people, they will share me in a remote desktop that, well, this is the issue, and I do help them sometimes in troubleshooting in the classroom.
Okay. Okay.
So that's work out. Yeah. So just another candidate, he was just doing this training, and then he just said that, well, I took training because I had some issue installing and configuring this product, in my environment. So can you help
Okay.
me with that? I said yes, no issues, and
Okay.
then he worked for a couple of hours with me, and then finally he was able to set up. So that's it. Yeah, fine then. If everything appears good, yeah. So we could be, starting soon. Okay.
Okay.
Fine. Okay. Anything else, or then we can be just, uh, stop it for now. Okay.
Okay. In this training, you show some things about the authentication with, for example, a password flow, because I am a resource owner from, in case our application mobile, okay, our mobile application,
Yeah.
and we do some example using token, okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we can do this along with social.
Yes,
I would add mobile also. So I
mobile
would.
social. Okay.
Yeah, I would be doing mobile and social with you. Then that's it. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, for me, the content is okay. Okay, it's always I was expecting. I need now. I think that I need to conversation a little bit more about the price for to prepare to students. Okay, uh,
okay.
we making a deal in a day. I intend to start on the another day. Okay, the next day.
Hmm.
I
Fine,
think
fine, fine,
this week. I think this week we decide that. Okay.
fine, fine, fine. So we can get it started as early as next week. That sounds good.
Okay. Okay, I
Okay.
will continue the conversation with the guy uh,
Mhm.
who who showed
Who
me
is it?
this course. Okay.
Yes, yes, sure, sure.
Uh, okay.
Thank
For
you then.
me, it's good. Okay.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So thank you. Okay, see you soon. Okay, bye bye.
See you. Okay. Bye.